Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel and welcome to a 5 looks 1 palette video with the new Empowered palette by Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty releases one of these big 18 pan palettes every year, and this is this year's palette right here. If you want to see my thoughts on the palette and 2 additional looks, definitely check out the review video, which I've already uploaded, and I'm going to be linking it right there on the eye. I really love the looks that I created on that original first video, so highly recommend that you watch it. And in today's video, we are going to create 5 additional looks with this palette. The formula in this palette, I can tell you right away, is incredible. Everything blended amazingly. The pigments of all of the colors are incredible, and I did not use every shade in this video. I don't think I used Do It or Visionary, and the reason is that these are kind of both the same. They're just like orangey coppery shades. I was not too into these, and I had a lot of fun creating looks with every single other shade in this palette. I combined the cool tones with the warm tones, as you see in this look, and I did a few different styles of eyeshadow placement. I had fun making this video, okay? This palette, really nice. So if you are interested in the palette or anything else that I'm wearing on my face, everything is listed and linked down in the description box of the video. When you use my links, you help my channel. If you want the brushes I'm using, the palette, the lashes, etc., you can find everything linked down there. If you like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and I usually ask you guys to please pick a favorite look from the 5 looks I create in my 5 looks 1 palette videos. So once you've watched the video and you see all of the looks, please let me know which one your favorite was down in the comments. We do have 5 looks to get into, so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start look number 1 with the color Rebel all throughout the crease of my eye, and I'm applying this one with a REPHR number 15 brush. I want to go for a halo eye, so I'm going to take my transition shade all the way to this inner area of the eye and all the way out. So with my round fluffy brush, I'm just diffusing everything. With the REPHR number 1 and the color Big Dreams, I'm going to start darkening up the outer third of my eyelid back here. So I'm stamping the color on the outer side of the eyelid and then blending it upwards with little circles into the crease. And if you want really nice smooth transitions, take your time blending, but also go from lightest to darkest with your shades. A little bit more Big Dreams, and I'm going to add it to the inner third of my eyelid to start creating that halo eye shape just right here, and blending it into the crease color. And then I'm deepening up things further with the shade Winner. This is what I meant by layering your shades from lightest to darkest. So here's the shade Winner, and once again I'm darkening everything up with it. And it should be fairly easy to blend it into the previous shades when you're not jumping from a very light shade to a very dark shade. A bit more Winner on the inner third of my eyelid here. And if you need to, go back with your big fluffy brush and just run it through the top edge of your crease to blend everything. With a makeup wipe, I'm going to clean this edge right back here. I want to make it a little sharper. And with a flat brush, this one is my REPHR number 28, I'm going to start tapping this shimmer over the edge of our darkest matte shade. But I'm going to leave a little hole right here in the center of the eyelid for something else. So I'm going to add it here, not here, and then here. This shade is kind of a gel shimmer mixture. It's weird and very creamy. I would say it's a cream shade probably. Grabbing a bit more for back here, just like I said, leaving a space in the middle, and I'm tapping it in place with my flat brush. A bit more of the color Winner on my REPHR number 1, and I'm just going to tap on the edges of the shimmer to soften any harsh lines and blend them better into one another. And then with the same flat brush, I'm grabbing the color Bold Moves, and I'm going to tap it in the center. This is the color that our little hole was for. So right here in the center, all the way to the crease area, and over that creamy bronzy shade ever so slightly. For my inner corner with a REPHR number 26, also a little bit of Bold Moves. And I always like to bring it into the crease ever so slightly. I'm going to make it meet the center up here. So take a look, this right here is the top of the first look. Let me put some makeup underneath my eyes and I'll be back to finish it up. Back with some concealer under my eyes, and I'm going to use the color Bold Moves right under the center of my under eye down here, applying it with a REPHR number 3 brush. Same brush, I wiped it off in the color Winner, and I'm going to add that color right under my eye to the inner and outer thirds. And lastly, with my REPHR number 13 brush and our transition color, which is the color Rebel, I'm going to smoke this out. I love the way this came out. It's a really beautiful, cool toned, smoky halo eye. It has a bit of warmth with the gold shades that we put on, but it looks super, super beautiful, very classy and also very glamorous. So this is look number 1. Before any mascara or lashes, and I'll be right back with some mascara and lashes to show you the final look. Back with some mascara on. If you don't want to use any falsies, this is your finished look number 1 right here. And this is what it looks like if you add some lashes to this gorgeous look. I love the way this came out. I love a halo eye. I love these types of color combinations. Remember that my goal when doing 5 looks 1 palette videos is not to do anything overly complicated or just difficult to do. I'm not into like cut creases or like nothing that's too hard, because my goal is for you at home, if you're not a makeup expert, to have some new color combination ideas and to be able to fully use your palette confidently. So yeah, this right here is look number 1. I'm going to start the second look with the color Keep Going and a fluffy REPHR number 15 brush, and I'm back and forth going to blend this shade all over the crease of my eye. I want everything to look really nice and diffused, and I love this shade as a transition color because it is neutral, not too warm, not too cool tone. It goes with everything in this palette and it is just absolute perfection. With a REPHR number 1, I got the color Worthy, which is a cream shade, and I'm going to stamp it all throughout the center of my eyelid here, going back for a bit more at a time until I get to the intensity that I want. Still working in that cream shade. It feels a teeny tiny bit tacky, which I think is going to be great because I want to put another shade on top. Now that I have it as intense as I wanted it with a REPHR number 15, I'm just going to blend the edges up here because we surely don't want any harsh lines. So with little circles through any edges, we're blending these 2 shades into one another. And now with a REPHR number 2 brush, I'm grabbing the color Confident, which is this really intense matte, very dark brown shade, and I'm tapping it all throughout my eyelid. Totally questioning everything right now, but I think it's going to look good. Let's just power through here. So tap, tap, tapping that shade all over for really nice intensity. And notice how that super dark shade has like 2 little things of fallout. Like this is nothing for how much I packed it on. A bit more confident on the tip of my REPHR number 1, and we are once again going to work on our transition. So with my REPHR number 1 brush, I'm just back and forth blending the color Confident into the rest of the shades I had applied at first. By the way, those little teeny tiny sparkles right there have to be from one of my brushes that was probably not cleaned properly, so I apologize. This is fully matte. Every single shade I've used for this look is very, very matte, so there's no sparkles here. These sparkles came from a brush, I'm sorry. And you know what? Nobody's perfect, so I don't really like how dark this got, and I'm going to wipe it off a bit. This is the brush I had applied my primer with, so I'm going to run it right underneath my brow here. And then with the color Keep Going, which was my transition shade in a super small blending brush, this one is the REPHR number 13, I'm going to re-blend out that edge because it was just too intense up here and I wasn't loving that. Cleaning out this outer edge once again so that it is a bit sharper and nicer. And there's this little thing right here that's bothering me. It's like it's not blended properly. So with the REPHR number 2, I'm packing a bit more confident right there. And once again with my REPHR number 1, nothing added this time, just blending it out. This right here is the top of look number 2. I'm going to apply some concealer to my under eye and I'll be right back to finish it up. I'm back with concealer under my eyes, and I also went ahead and applied a brown eyeliner to my waterline from Natasha Denona. On my REPHR number 3 brush, I have the color Confident, which is the cream dark brown shade. And I'm just going to blend it all throughout my under eye area down here. Make it meet with the top at the end. And with the REPHR number 13 and the color Keep Going, I'm going to smoke things out. Just back and forth right down here. And blend, blend, blend right underneath the eye. I want to use one shimmer shade in this look, and it's going to be on the inner corner with the color Bold Moves right here. And then just very, very carefully blending it in just a tiny bit and up to the tear duct area down here. Okay, so take a look before any mascara or lashes. This right here is look number 2. You could have left it fully matte, but I do love a very shiny inner corner with a really dark and intense smoky eyes. So this is look number 2. This one's really intense, so I'm going to be right back with some lashes on. I came back with just mascara anyways, just to show you. So this is what it would look like if you were wanting to opt out of falsies and just doing mascara with a very dark smoky look like this one. Back with the lashes on. These are from Velour in the style Can't Be Tamed. Everything is of course listed and linked down below, so if you're interested in buying anything, please use my links down in the description box of this video. And I do have a 20% off at Velour with the code PATTY20 if you're interested in the lashes. Like I was saying earlier, I love a dark matte super intense smoky eye, so I'm all over the way this one came out with the shiny inner corner, the lashes, just everything about it. I think it's pretty amazing. For look number 3, I'm going to try and keep it simple. So I'm starting with the color Power. Right here on my REPHR number 15 brush, this is the lightest matte shade in this palette. And I'm going to focus it on the outer edge of my eyelid here, blending it upwards and flicking it out a bit. And then with whatever's left on my brush, bringing it in ever so slightly. Switching to my REPHR number 1, I'm grabbing the color Get It, which is another orangey matte shade, a bit darker and also a bit brighter. And I'm focusing it on the outer corner of my eye once again, doing little circular motions back here and flicking it upwards. With whatever's left on my brush, I'm bringing it in, not too far past the center of the crease. I'm going to grab a REPHR number 3 brush and the color Worthy, and from the end of my brow, halfway here, down towards the corner of my eye, flicking it inwards ever so slightly with this REPHR number 3 brush. Back with the REPHR number 1, I want to blend that color in. It's okay that it looks messy back here because we're going to clean all of that up in a second, you'll see. Back with the REPHR number 3, I want to make it a bit thicker. And I'm making like a very wide fainted wing, but only bringing it in to the center of my eyelid. I don't want to do a whole wing, just a half wing. And with my REPHR number 13 and the color Legacy, I'm going to go over that cream shade. And I want to blend this upper edge really nicely. I want to smoke it in. So I'm doing little zigzag motions over. Okay, so this is how we're looking. And now for the fun part, I'm going to sharpen this edge right here. And we have a really nice and soft and warm smoky wing going on back there. So with the color Charisma right here, I'm going to do the inner third of my eyelid, bringing it in. Not all the way through the eyelid, just third of the way in with that gold shade. Alright, just kidding, I got excited. I'm bringing it in a little further, especially right here in the center at the top. And then back with nothing on my REPHR number 1, I just want to blend the color with the matte shades, just tapping it. I'm totally loving the way this looks because it's like a soft fall eyeshadow look. I really, really love it. Let me do my complexion down here, put a little concealer on. I need to fix my bronzer maybe, I don't know. I have taken 2 eye looks off at this point, so my skin hurts, but we're powering through. So I'm going to put some makeup on my face and I'll be right back to finish up the under eye area. Back to finish up look number 3, I added a brown eyeliner to my waterline and I'm smoking it out right underneath with a REPHR number 3 brush down here. Just smoking out that brown eyeliner. And then with a small blending brush, this one is my REPHR number 13 and the color Power. I'm just going to diffuse things down here a little bit more. And before I add any mascara or lashes, this right here is look number 3. Nice smoked out wing, warm colors, perfect for the fall time. I love the gold shimmer as well. I really love the way this one came out. Let me be back with mascara on. Back with just mascara on, this is what look number 3 looks like. I love that smoky wing. I love the warmth. I love how soft everything is. All at the same time, this look was great. So yeah, this is what it looks like with just mascara. Let me just be right back to show you what it would look like if you want to add some lashes. And after the lashes are applied, this right here is my final third look with this palette. Obsessed with the smoky wing and the way that it came out. Obsessed with that gold on the inner part of the eye. I know I said it before, but I just love how soft this eye look is. So take one last look right here at look number 3. And let's move on to the 4th one. I'm starting look number 4 with the color Rebel on a REPHR number 15 brush. And I'm going to build it on my crease. A bit more back here. I always like to start from the outermost corner and then blend it in so that it is most intense back here. Alright, I'm getting to that point where I don't need any more Rebel. I have a nice opaque layer of it focused on the outer corner of the eye right now. So with my same REPHR number 15, I'm going to get the color Big Dreams and I'm going to start stamping it back here on the outer V and blending it into that first color. I'm using a big fluffy brush for this one because I want Big Dreams to be really nicely smoked out back here. Still using my big REPHR number 15, and now I'm going in with the color Confident, which is a really dark matte shade. I think the darkest matte shade this palette has, excluding the creams, which are not matte, so yeah. And so I am once again blending back here, this time the color Confident on the REPHR number 15. Let me clean up my back edge. With my REPHR number 2, I grabbed the color Courageous and I'm going to add it from the center outwards into that outer corner smokiness back there. Okay, just building this shade right here. Loving the way it looks. I have the color Limitless on my finger and I'm going to tap it halfway through my lid here. That is a lot. That is a whole lot. So let's see how I can make this work better. Ooh, but it's also so pretty. Back with Courageous, I'm just going to blend it into the gold. Is anybody else loving that or is it just me? Because I am loving that. I'm obsessed. Let me put some makeup on and I'll be right back to finish this look up. I just added a brown eyeliner to my waterline down here and I'm going to smoke it out with the tip of a REPHR number 3 brush. With that same number 3 brush, I'm grabbing the color Confident, which is the darkest shade I have at the top, and smoking it right under my eye, halfway through the under eye area. With that same REPHR number 3 and the color Limitless, I'm going to do the inner part of the under eye, and the color Bold Moves right in the inner corner with a REPHR number 26 brush. I'm smoking out the under eye area with the color Rebel and a REPHR number 13. And before any mascara or lashes, this is the 4th look right here. Love the way this one came out. So far, I have really loved every single look I've done in this video. Wow. Back with mascara on, and with just mascara on, this is what look number 4 would look like. This would also look really pretty with like a black winged eyeliner, I think, but you guys know me, I prefer not to, so I'm going to leave it like this. And I just absolutely love this look so much. This shiny shade Courageous right here is everything, and this gold is amazing. So yeah, this right here is look number 4 with mascara on. Check it out, lashes are on, and this is my final 4th look with this stunning Empowered palette. I think I've told you every way I could that I love this eye look and this color combo. So yeah, take one last look because we have one more look to do. Let's go ahead and get started with look number 5. I'm going to start the 5th and last look with the color Limitless all throughout my eyelid, or like 2/3 of the way into my eyelid, I should say. And I'm just tapping it on with my finger. This color definitely applies better when you use your fingertips, so here we go. After I've placed it where I wanted with my REPHR number 15 and the color Winner, I'm going to tap this grayish matte right here on the outer third of the eyelid that I'm missing, and then start blending it upwards once you've deposited majority of the color down here. A bit more, just stamping it right here and then blending it up ever so slightly. With a smaller blending brush, this one is my REPHR number 13 and the color Rebel. I'm going to go through the inner half of the crease to smoke out the gold shade, and then also all throughout the edge of the color Winner back here to smoke it out. So just back and forth with my tiny blending brush. Now I grabbed some of the color Worthy on a REPHR number 12, and to deepen things up even more on the outer corner of my eye, I'm tapping it on top of the color Winner back here just to darken things up a bit more. And I'm not being too careful with this outer corner because once again we are going to clean it up to create this nice sharp edge back here. But before I do that, with a REPHR number 26 and Bold Moves, I'm going to do the inner corner of the eye. And I'm also grabbing the color Charisma and taking it through the edge of the gold to lift it up a bit more. Alright, now we're cleaning back here. Alright, so this right here is the top of the 5th look. If you want to see them both, here you go, nice and even. I'm going to do my face makeup once again and I'll be back to finish this up. I applied my Natasha Denona brown eyeliner to my waterline, and with a REPHR number 3 brush, just back and forth smoked it out down here. And now back with the color Winner and my REPHR number 13. I'm going to diffuse that brown eyeliner even further, tying it back here with the end and just back and forth, smoking everything out before any mascara or lashes are applied. This right here is my final 5th look with this Empowered palette by Huda Beauty. Let me be right back with some lashes to show you the final look. And finally, back with some lashes on this right here is the final 5th look with the Empowered palette by Huda Beauty. I cannot believe I'm done, and I did it because I did the review video and the 5 looks 1 palette back to back. So I've done 7 looks back to back with this palette and I am exhausted. Anyways, take a look right here. I really liked from look number 1 how I combined the cool tones with the golds, and I wanted to kind of recreate that with this look as well. If you want to see it on both eyes, take a look right here. I really love the way that it came out. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it too. I really hope you loved all 5 looks I created today. I honestly did really like every single look I've created with this palette so far. My favorite from this video has to be look number 4. I just really love the way that look came out. The gold glitter with the contrast of like the burgundy shade. Ooh, so good. Loved look number 4, and I still am recommending, if you haven't yet, to go watch my first video with this palette where I created 2 additional looks from that video. My favorite look was the second one I did, and I think that is my all-time favorite look I've created with this Empowered palette so far. If you guys liked today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave, and don't forget to comment down below which look was your favorite. Again, if you're interested in shopping anything, all of the links are down in the description box. And if you like videos like this one, please don't leave without subscribing to my channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!